Hey, the old fisherman, back with you. We on Lake Monticello here this morning. It's cold. Got wind coming out the west. It's probably about high 30s. But anyhow, we're gonna give it a shot over here at Monticello. We've been fishing Lake Murray for about a week. We caught some big crappies, and then the rain come, messed up the water. And then we struggled to catch a few more after that. Today we're gonna go back to Lake Monticello and see what we can do. We're using a double rig, jig rig, Bobby Garland's, and Slab Happy lure. We got some new Topaz 2.25 Slab Happy lures that Perry Hensley sent me. Hey, love those jigs. Them crappie eat them jigs up. So if you get you a chance, you better call Slab Happy Lures and get you some of them Topaz 2.25s. Wonderful jig. I'm telling you, they'll eat it up. But anyhow, we're on Lake Monticello. We're going to do the double jig head, 1/64th with minnows, and then we're going to do the jigs. We're going to see which one does the best. Love this fishing, man. This time of year, the crappies are biting, and if you can find the right spot, you can wax them, and it's fun catching them. But hey, let's go fish and see what we do. Lake Monticello. Good morning, folks. Hey, the old fisherman back with you. Let's see if we can catch a couple of these crappies. There ain't many out here, but just a couple. See if we can get on them. We're using a double jig rig. We got Loney. Loney's in here diving after my crappies. I swear, like he's gonna catch one of them. All he's doing is running them around like a rabbit dog running a rabbit. That's what he's doing. He done diving all over my fish in here. I don't know what I'm gonna do with Loney. He's sitting on it when I got here. He's aggravating is what he is. People ain't catching perch like they used to, and Loney ain't getting nothing to eat. He's got to work for it. He's out here chasing these doggone crappie and messing them all up. All right, let's get over here. I tell you, I ain't seen a bunch. They ain't in here like they've been being. Probably done caught them. Well, it's a couple. You see a tree right there with about a dozen on it. Right there. Right under the boat. I ain't got over the fish. That ain't no good. I don't know what I done that for. Shoot. That was not good. Gotta get off of them. We ain't gonna catch them. Hey, I'm right on top of them. Churning in the boat. I don't know how I done that, but I done it. That's not good. They're already spooky with Loney. And I get a boat on top of them? No, that won't work. I screwed this one up. I might get one of them after they settle down. I done screwed it up. I done screwed it up. They still under the boat. I got the boat right smack on top of the fish. Hey, day, thinking I'm gonna catch one. Probably gonna take a minute to catch him anyhow. Let me try dropping it again. Ain't many there no how. We might have messed up. Might should have went back to Lake Murray. All right, folks, we moved to another other place, and there's some fish out there. Let's see if we can make them bite here. There's some out there. If we can stay off of them, we might catch them. We're gonna try the jigs first, then I'll work the minnows on them. We're gonna try to cast through them first with the jigs. Right out there's where they at. Stay off of them. You see them right there on the fish finder. See that school of fish? There's a school of them out there, 30 foot out. But they might not be aggressive enough to bite. I don't know. Might have cast the minnows on them. There, so far we ain't got a bite. I tell you, the fish are off in this lake. We ain't quite to them yet, though. We ain't to them yet. We get on them a minute. They get zeroed in on them. You got to put it on them. Probably minnows is going to be the best way to go. We ain't on them right. I'm probably gonna have to pull on them and hope we don't spook them for them to bite it and hold it right on them. A carp fish. I really don't want to mess with no carp. Hey there. Ain't no reason why I shouldn't be getting a bite with this minnow. I ain't taking it. They ain't biting. That's why I didn't bite in the other place. They ain't biting. There's one. Finally got one to take it. Boy, that took a while. Good gracious. That took a while. And they there too. Look at that big old crappie. Look at that, what a crappie. Look at that, what a crappie. Big old monster crappie. He swallowed it too, buddy. He swallowed it. So it ain't that he didn't want it, because he swallowed it. Maybe we just weren't in position right. I mean, he's down in his gut. Look at that crappie number one. It took a while to get him, didn't it? A long while. Come on the black head. Let's see if we get another minnow on there. Maybe we'll mess around and catch a limit. I doubt it though. I ain't got much faith. We ain't got a lot of places to fish. Well, there's more fish right here than was the other place. That minnow right there don't look good. I'm gonna put another no. Some of these minnows don't look that good. We just got to work him slow, work up there, trying to make him bite it. Get back up there. All right, there they are, right out in front of me. Right out there. Go out there. They're already spooky. There he goes, got a nuddin. Got a nuddin. Got a nuddin. That's a good one right there. A big old fish right there. That's a big one. What? That's a big one. Might have two. I believe we got two. If it ain't this one big one, we got two. We got two crappies at one time, folks. Look at that. Two crappies at one time. Y'all see it? Y'all see it? Get in there, boy. Two at one time. Hey, you got to love that. Look at that. Stay off of them and catch them is the name of the game. Look at that. Stay off of them and catch them. They ain't no whoppers. Two at a time. Y'all see it, right? All right. Gotta have minnows. Y'all see it? Let's put them in the water. Hey, get back up there, y'all. I'm loving this. They don't have to hit the jig. We'll catch them on minnows. All right. Get back up here. What we don't want to do is get on top of these fish. The way the wind is blowing, we got an opportunity to hold this boat off of these fish. Right there, to come in the picture right there. All we got to do is throw that thing out there like that right there. And let it sit out there a little bit. Might not be quite to them this time. I don't know. We hope so. We're going to try it. Well, they there. They still there. They still might not be the right spot, but they still all we doing is kind of working it back in real slow with that minnow. I don't think we didn't get on them right that time. We got to try it again. Try to get this boat a little closer, but not too close. That's hard to do, folks. A little closer, but not too close. Right out there. We can get out there to it. Right out there. Right there ought to get me one. That ought to get me one right there. There goes the minnow down in them. Right there. I see the minnow going down in them right there. They're right there, about the right depth. Now, want to hold up on the rod and try to hold it there a little bit. There you go. Got him. See that? All you got to do. All you got to do. Oh my, all you got to do. He nailed it too, buddy. He nailed it. Stay off of them is the key to catching. We might have two more. We got a big one, I can tell you that much. That's a big one right there. That's a slab right there. That's the kind you read about in Slab magazine. Uh-oh. We got a darn jig head with a net on the other rod hanging out the boat there. I got too much stuff in the way here. Y'all see that? I'm bad about that. I'm kind of like a boat hoarder. Too much stuff. Hey, y'all see it though? That minnow do the trick. If you present it right, that minnow do the trick. And this jig right here done the trick too. You do the same thing with your small rod. The reason I like that bigger rod is you kind of hold up on it a little higher and give it a little slower presentation, I think. I like catching that little rod too now. It's fun too. Matter of fact, I might pick it up and try some in a minute, but right now, we're gonna get back up there. We got it going on with the long rod right now. And the key is what? Holding off of the fish. Don't get your boat on top of it. Boat control is the key to catching. Boat control. And of course, the other key is a live scope where you can stay off of them without spooking them. See, if I didn't have live scope, I'd have been done run over them. If I didn't know they was out there, where they was at, I'd be done run over them and spooked them before I even started fishing. Now, I can start fishing them without spooking them. That's the difference in live scope. It ain't no different than me catching them like I used to. I used to run over, throw a buoy out, and then go back and cast on them. But now, I don't even have to run over them. Although I've been good enough all my life to mark at banks, markings, and be able to get back and stay off of them a lot too. That's always been one of the keys of me catching, is boat positioning and remembering exactly where I'm fishing. So I don't have to have live scope, but it makes it so much easier to find the fish and throw on them, is what it does. It just makes it easy. You throw it out there, casting distance, you let it go down, and most times you got it just right. You can see your minnow go down into the fish, and once it meets up to where the fish are, then you kind of just lift your rod a little bit and work it slow and drag it through them. It's the key. I don't know that time if I got in them right there. Oh, we got too close. We're getting too close. We still okay though. There's a fish right there. See that? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, folks. And the wind, like I say, is perfect today. It's pulling me off the fish as I bring them in. And by doing that, we ain't spooking them. Now catching them, I'll spook them too. But the wind is perfect today. My other spot over there has been fished to death. It's the problem. That's why we ain't catching that. Wind's perfect here. Blowing into here helps us. You can be too calm and then spook them, but they got a little wind, keeps them spooking them. Just a little tip from the old fisherman. Fishing's an art. And to be able to get good at it, unfortunately, you got to do a lot of it. And most time, people ain't got enough time to do a lot of it. I've been doing it all my life. I work like the devil too, but I fish when I wasn't working, let me tell you. I just love it, and that's what I've done. And now, I'm fishing a little bit more than I used to because I ain't got to go to work. Let's get back up. I think we done got on the bottom now. There you got him. We got him. But it was, he picked it up and had slack on the line. We got him. We got a nuddin. We got a nuddin. Oh, come off in the boat. Can't beat that. Not that big. Throw back a later. Hopefully. Got a good eating size, but that's probably a throwback a later. I don't like throwing them back right on where I'm catching them. When I do, it seems like it runs them off. I just, that's my opinion, and I'm gonna stick with it too. Every time I go to throwing little ones back, they quit. And we ain't doing that today. Not on top of the fish, anyhow. Same way with bass or anything. Unless you in a, I don't know, maybe a shallow water situation. Banks, stuff like that might not. But I think deep water with a fish are grouped up under you, I think they run back at that group and run them out. That's what I believe. And we go by what I believe. That's why I don't throw them back like you see. Now, if you're on the bank fishing, throw them back, I don't think that bothers them too bad. Or close to the bank. Alright, so get back up there and get some nutting. Boat control, believing, knowing what you're doing, believing in what you're doing is the key to catching these crappies. I'm telling you, right there you see a whole school of them showed up right there. We're gonna drop it down 4 times and we're gonna lay that rod down there. Is what we're gonna do. We're gonna watch it like that, see what happens. There's a school of them still there. We're gonna get right on top of them. I'm gonna run the trolling motor on 2, about as low as I can do it and hold the boat. And we're gonna hold this daggone rod right on these crappies and make one bite it. What we're gonna do. We got it right in him. They ain't hitting though. I just seen the whole drove of fish went right, there he goes. Went right by my mother. There he goes. That's a big one too. Huh? See what I'm doing now, and I'm letting it. I turned it off and let the wind blow me off of it. That's a big one. That's a big old fish. I turned the trolling motor off. Now I can turn it back on because we done blowed slam off of it. That's a big old fish. That's a big one. See, I had to put it there and hold it to get it. Y'all see it? Look at that, what a size crappie. A big one. A monster. A monster crappie. A monster crappie. Right there. White jig here. Y'all see it? Look at that. Huh? Because that fella tells me that ain't 2 pounds. But that is 2 pounds. See how thick he is? It's 2 inches across. I don't have them digital. Had a pair of digital scales, but it wasn't no time. They didn't read no more. The batteries die. I ain't aggravating with them scales. I got regular meat scales at the house, so I take them back home. That's when I weigh them. That's how I know what size they are. Folks, we got a slab right here. I mean, we got a slab. If I was on Lake Murray, I think I had a rockfish. Got to be a big crappie. That joker's pulling. He is pulling, folks. We pulled off, messed around a little bit, went to go to my other brush piles, a boat sitting on it, blue boat. Now, blue boats done took over that spot. But this might be a monster 3-pound crappie, unless it's a bass. It could be a bass. I think it's a big crappie. What I think. I think it's a huge crappie. I mean, one of the biggest ones I've caught. No, it's it's a crappie and a bass. Y'all believe that? It's a big crappie and a bass at the same time. That might be the first time I ever done that. I believe it is. A big crappie and a bass at the same time. Look at here. Oh my. Look at here. Look at here. Look at here. What? At the same time. Y'all see it? Oh my. You don't do that often. I can tell you that right now. At the same time. Great day. And it's the same spot I just was at. And I eased around a little bit, went to go to my other spot, and the boat sitting on it. Look at that. Now that's a 2-pound crappie and a 3-pound bass at the same time. Is what that is. You got to love that, folks. You just got to love it. I love doing crazy things like that. Now this bass got it all in his gills. He inhaled that little jig. He inhaled it. I get over them fish, they go right down. They as spooky as they can be. And that's all there is to it. There he goes, though. Got another crappie. I think. Yeah, that's a crappie. That's a crappie. That's a good one. That's a good one. That is a good one. Oh yeah, that's a big old fish. That's a big old fish.